There are 500 million people from 27 countries living in the European Union. We have the right to live, work, travel and shop anywhere in Europe. We make over 1 billion cross-border trips every year, and 12 million of us live in another EU country. But sometimes we face barriers to our rights and our freedom to move across Europe. The European Union is working to make sure everyone benefits from the same rights in everyday situations. If you're one of the 75 million Europeans who fall victim to crime every year, you will have the right to support, protection and access to justice wherever you are in the EU. Every year, 8 million Europeans are accused or suspected of a criminal offence. To guarantee a fair trial, they will have the right to information, translation and interpretation, access to a lawyer and to contact their family and consulate. There are more international couples too, around 16 million of them. The EU is agreeing to common rules to simplify the handling of joint property and to enable couples to choose the national law which applies in case of divorce. If you're one of the 90 million Europeans travelling outside the European Union every year, or one of the 30 million Europeans living in a non-EU country, rest assured, if you lose your passport or fall ill abroad, you can ask for help from any EU embassy if your own country doesn't have one there. For the 97 million working women in Europe who earn around 17% less than men and make up only 12% of company boards, the EU is pushing for equal pay and equal access to decision-making. 1 in 6 Europeans have a disability of some sort. They should have equal access to goods, services and technology, whether it's getting a job, taking a bus or surfing the internet. With a population of 10 to 12 million, the Roma are the biggest ethnic minority in Europe. As EU citizens, they have the same rights as everyone else, without having to face discrimination or exclusion. Thanks to the single market, consumers can shop anywhere in Europe. But only 8% of us currently buy online from other European countries. New EU consumer protection rules make it easier for shoppers to find their favourite products cheaper in other EU countries, with the right to return goods without having to pay for extra services. And new rules on sales contracts will protect shoppers against unfavourable conditions in the small print of a contract. These rules are good for the economy too, because businesses can trade anywhere in Europe under the same rules. This cuts costs for companies, especially small ones, which make up 99% of companies in Europe. Your personal data will be safeguarded. 70% of EU citizens are concerned that their personal data may be misused. That's why the EU is working to strengthen your right to access, change or delete your data, as well as the right to be forgotten, letting you remove data after you no longer want it to be used. As a European citizen, your rights are protected at home, abroad and online.